What's your Tyler's back with another retro reviews here on Tyler's Retro Reviews with WWE Vengeance 2003. Yeah. Um, back in October, I did Raw's first pay-per-view, Bad Blood. And now I decided I want to give SmackDown's first pay-per-view a shot also, with Vengeance. And yeah, this blew Bad Blood out of the water. July 27th, it was a SmackDown brand only pay-per-view because this was around the time they did the brand exclusive pay-per-views, and there's that. At the Pepsi Center in Denver, Colorado. So yeah, this was, like I said, the first SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view, and yeah, and you understand why that happens. So let's get on to this pay-per-view right here. And you'll probably understand why next week's review will be. I'll tell you that at the end of it. I mean, you understand what it is, really. So, anyways, we're not there for that yet. We start off with a tournament finals to crown a new WWE United States Championship. The U.S. title was inactive for a year and a half. Started at Survivor Series 01, where the belt was unified with the Intercontinental Championship with that whole god-awful invasion storyline. And yeah. And they decided to resurrect the title now for the SmackDown brand. I think the reason why they did this because Raw had the Intercontinental title back on the Raw side, and they had to get back the U.S. title, but it's a different looking design compared to the WCW version. Looks like an American flag on it, so there's that. Let's talk about it. Eddie Guerrero defeats Chris Benoit to win the WWE United States Championship. I mean, what do you expect between these two? You're expecting a great match, honestly, and this was another great match between these two. And I think A was the right choice to be the U.S. champion. So that's another reason why Rhino got involved and caused Benoit the title. He turns heel in this match, and Eddie had that look of oh, okay. So yeah, that was kind of funny. Eddie around this time was a sort of heel at this point, but wouldn't be not be a heel much longer after this. So there's that. 8.5 out of 10 I'll give it. Yeah, it was that. Anyway, then we get this weird stipulated match. It was an innocent proposal match. Jimmy Noel defeats Billy Gunn, and Jimmy Noel won this match, and Tori Wilson would get to sleep with her, and then it ends with all four being in bed together after the SmackDown after this. Random. This was okay for what it was, but still random. I'll give it a 5 being generous. And then we get the funniest segment up here. I mean, it was not really much of a match, but it was the APA Invitational Ballroom Brawl. It was a... This was so freaking hilarious because Taz was burying the fucking Easter Bunny, which, by the way, why is there an Easter Bunny on a pay-per-view in July? And Taz says, oh, I hate the Easter Bunny. And then Michael Cole says, why do you hate the Easter Bunny? And then Taz says, he put a brick in it. A brick? And then when the match begins, your brother-in-law for some reason, Dwight the Clown for some reason. And then the guy's ass whooping. Taz says, look at the Easter Bunny getting his ass whooped. I love it. And then the best part was Bradshaw threw the Easter Bunny in one of those like fake windows. It was a makeshift bar area on the entrance stage, and then Mike Cole says, "Look, the Easter Bunny going for a ride," and it passes. Easter Bunny's in trouble, Cole. I can't help but laugh at Taz throughout the whole thing with Easter Bunny getting his ass whooped. So yeah, Bradshaw won the whole thing, but I can't rank this because this was just a funny ass segment, but still, it was hilarious. Yeah. Anyways, then we get for the tag team championships. The world greatest team of Troy Haas and Sheldon Benjamin defeats Billy Kidman and Rey Mysterio. A very good match to retain. The world's greatest team retained the tag titles, by the way. A very good tag team title match, and yeah. Sorry, I can't help but laugh at that prior one, but still. Get back to seriousness. Still, great match to give an 8 out of 10. And then we get Sable defeating Stephanie McMahon in one of the two weaker matches on the card. I mean, A-Train got involved in the finish, and literally that's all I have to say. This is kind of similar to the 2001 storyline with Vince and Stephanie with Trish was in it, but instead it's Sable in it, and just there. I give it a 3, being generous. And yeah, I'm being generous with that. And then we get the match that you saw on my community tab on here. It's obvious why I chose this. The Undertaker defeats John Cena. This was like Cena's litmus test to see if he could handle with the main event scene. I mean, and yeah, it worked. And we all know Cena becomes the bigger name by 2 years from now. WrestleMania 20 becomes the U.S. champion, and going forward, WWE champion as well. Still on this retirement tour, and moving on from there, there's that. Yeah, 8.5 I'll give this match. And there's that. Undertaker, by the way, he comes down at the motorcycle, but the motorcycle wasn't working, so he decided to get off the motorcycle and walks to the ring instead. So yeah. Anyways, then we get Mr. McMahon defeat Zach Gallen. It's really uncomfortable to watch this match because Zach Gallen is a one-legged guy. And yeah, I'm not going into the whole detail about it. I mean, still, I didn't enjoy it that much. I mean, Vince got busted open. I mean, this was not supposed to be the original plan for Vengeance for the longest time. I mean, if you go back to the dumpster fire I had on Mr. America, what was it? No, I believe it was a year ago, something like that. About this, that according to, I don't know if it wasn't announced, but it was supposed to be Mr. America versus Vince McMahon in a mask versus hair match or something like that. But we all know Hulk Hogan peaced out after creative differences or something like that. So we get this instead. And this was probably the worst on the card. A 2 I'll give it because it's kind of uncomfortable to watch this. Because who is in the match. Because, again, I'm not going into the whole thing. So I'm doing it because that's that. Again, you understand why I'm not ranking this high, basically. And then we get the main event, a triple threat match for the WWE Championship. Kurt Angle defeats Brock Lesnar and The Big Show to win the WWE Championship. A damn good triple threat match. And continuing the Angle Lesnar feud from this year. And this unfortunately led to Brock Lesnar turning heel before SummerSlam. And we all know about where this led to Brock leaving after WrestleMania 20 because of his horrible promo abilities. Sometime before this, Big Show and Lesnar had their rematch from Judgment Day where Lesnar and Big Show destroyed the ring. And that feud was basically it for the time being after this because Kurt Angle was in the of the match. This was a great triple threat match. Angle pins Brock Lesnar to win the WWE Championship. This led to, the eventual Brock Lesnar heel turn going into SummerSlam and their match. And they had their great Iron Man match on SmackDown. And No Mercy happens with Brock. And I might talk about that, No Mercy, when I think about it. That or 2005 or I don't know which one I'll talk about. No poll on that, but I don't know which one I'm going to do, really. Still, 8 out of 10 will give it. I mean, there's a lot of 8 out of 10s on this show. So yeah, Vengeance 03, very good event. It blew Bad Blood out of the water. I mean, so I got 7.5 out of 10. So next week, it's War Games, and the Shockmaster appears. Fall Brawl 1993 next week. SmackDown review tomorrow. There's going to be a late breaking news with Patrick also. And then the Clash in Paris review also. So there's that. Like this video, comment below, subscribe to this sharing notification bell. Most of that will be on my main channel, so subscribe to notification on that one and there. Bye-bye.